Hi, how are you? I haven't seen you in forever. Like, it's been a long time. It's been at least a month, I know. I'm a busy person. I like YouTube and I like posting stuff on here because I think it's good for me to get what I have in out. But I have a hard time being consistent because my life is nuts. Like, yeah. So, since I have seen you last, what has changed? My weight is pretty much still the same, but I'm going to the gym now and I'm losing inches. And I have gone down one pant size to size 16 and almost am in a 14 just within the past 3 weeks. Ooh, yeah, I'm going to the gym like every other day. I don't know why it was so scary for me to go in there. I actually went with 2 different friends. I went with my friend Christine, and then I went with my friend Julie, and now I am capable of going all by myself. That's not true. I know why I'm afraid to go to the gym. Actually, it goes back to like something that happened to me in my 20s because I used to work out quite a bit then, and I would be chronically, constantly, consistently harassed at the gym and asked out, and I hated it. So then I started working out at home, and I hired a personal trainer to come to my house, and he hit on me too. I mean, I'm 46. This all happened like 23 years ago, but it has like, I just feel uncomfortable there. I feel like everyone's staring at me, and not like staring at me, judging me, just staring at me. And yeah, so knowing that, and that I am 46 now, not 23, I'm married, I've had a baby, I could give a fuck. If you ask me out, it's flattering, so thank you, but here I am. I now go to the gym. It is no longer a scary thing. The end. So, doing that. The other thing that has changed since I have seen you last is I went and found myself a hypnotherapist. And I'm like, why would you want a hypnotherapist? If anybody has had a trauma response and you get triggered by those couple of things over and over and over again, and no matter what you do, like, they still trigger you, right? So I'm like, one night, it's like a Saturday or Sunday night, my God, this sucks. Like, I felt like I couldn't breathe, and I haven't had like a good panic attack. None of them are good, okay? But not one that would be like, cause me to sit down and really think about my breathing, and enough, it went on long enough. Like, I knew it was going to end eventually, but it went on long enough where I'm like, shit, this sucks. And so I went online, and I'm like, if I could just like get hypnotized or something to where this is not triggering anymore, I would do that. So I Googled hypnotherapist in my area, and this lady came up. On a Sunday, I just left her a message. I'm like, I'm just gonna call. I have put this out there. And then she called me back within like 10 minutes. She gave me some breathing tools like over the phone. And she's like, well, hypnosis isn't really hypnosis. She's like, the way she does hypnosis, it's more about like hypnotizing you to find the root cause so you can deal with said cause and get over it, versus like, every time you hear this bell, you're gonna bark like a dog, type of thing. So I've been seeing this hypnotherapist now for about, maybe 2 months, and it has been life-changing. And one of the major things that she has taught me, unlike conventional therapy, is this whole thing she calls it compassionate questioning, of just like asking myself things, why I feel things, and like being nice to myself. Like, I would be nice to a stranger that came to me with these problems, instead of like being, why do you have this problem, So that has been huge for me. And, I'm with my CPTSD and my ADHD, I'm a little, and I do think that I've had the ADHD thing, probably my whole life looking back. When I was talking to my cousins, and like, yeah, I could see that. But we were so active, and my day was so routine. Like, I think I had enough dopamine from just living to where, you know, I'm not like a morning routine person where I can like get up, go look at the sunrise, meditate, chill. Like, that is not me. I have to get up, get ready, and leave the house. That is me. I'm never going to be one of those people with a 5 a.m. morning routine. Like, I have a 5 a.m. morning routine, but it's not like you think. Like, I'm not meditating and journaling. I am like up, going, leaving the house, moving on with the day. So, you know, for a long time, it wasn't possible to do that with my kid in school and that. But now that she's older and like her extracurriculars are in the morning, like band is in the morning, volleyball's in the morning. The only thing that's at night is cheer and tumbling. So, like, I'm able to get up at 5:30, get ready, and leave the house. Feeling better. Also, my to-do list. And being nicer to myself. Instead of having this, like, long list of things I want to accomplish, like, I want to have my whole house clean once a week, or I want to, you know, I set all these projects and line them up for, like, okay, I want to do the closet, and then after I do the closet, then I want to, like, redo the garage and the shelving. It's like, I have to squash all that, throw it away, and then I have like a new little list here. And my to-do list these days is very short. This one has been since March 7th, so I will just read it to you. Like, do some form of self-care every day. So working out could be that. I also have moved my body on here, but working out can also be like a self-care. And I used to be like, work out, like, I want to do cardio and blah, blah, blah. No, we just move for 20 minutes. Like, if we do longer, that's fine. But the goal is like 20 minutes of something. That's it. We can do that every day, right? Realistic. Self-care. It could be like putting the cuticle oil on my nails and just sitting there and chilling. That works too. And then for my house. My house is very lived in. Like, it's not dirty, but it's unorganized. And my mom has some hoarding tendencies. It's a clean hoard, except for her room. I don't go in there. The rest of it, you know, we'll like pick up the piles and clean around it, dust it. It's a clean hoard. But anyway. So, like, instead of setting these like cleaning goals expectations for the house, like, my new thing is a couple of things. Clean or wash something every day. Like soap and water, clean it. Like, I don't know, it could be the microwave, it could be like the bathroom sink. Like, it doesn't have to be this whole planned out thing. Like, just one thing, you know? Organize one thing. It could be one drawer. That's it. Like, no more project goals or anything, no. Because it's just not possible in my world, because stuff happens. Which I'll get to that and what's happened lately with the elderly people too. But get rid of something. And I'm not talking daily garbage. Like, get rid of something. Which here in this house, there's always something to get rid of. One day I just got rid of tumblers, like, from the cabinet. I don't use tumblers. I don't know why we need 50, you know. Old clothes, paper. I took tons of banker boxes of paper to be shredded. Just anything. And then the other one is to, whatever room I am in, do something before you leave that room to make it better than when you entered. And that could be, you know, cleaning a mirror, taking something somebody left behind in the kitchen that belongs in another room and putting it away. Wiping down a counter, dusting the cobwebs out of a corner. My basement has a lot of these, and this is my office down here, so I have regular spider battles. I spray. They still live. Anyway, what else do I have on here? Be current in my business. If you followed me for a while, I had like a major mental shutdown, which lasted a few years, and I think it was hard for people to understand what my shutdown was, because it's like, well, you still survived and functioned, your business still operated, like, like from the outside, I think it looked fine, but like what you wouldn't see is that like I'd be a month behind on invoicing. I would be filing my taxes in September right before the extension expired instead of, you know, for the business, instead of filing them in March, because I just was working so hard, surviving, like not knowing what was going on in my head, that I couldn't do what I needed to do to be current at that time. And the number one thing that fixed that for me is SSP, Safe and Sound Protocol. I should do another video on that, because that has been the most life-changing therapy. Like, I would consider that in the category of somatic bodywork, because it's listening to sound and kind of reprogramming your vagus nerve, and you're calming it down using different sound waves. And the music is not the most exciting, but it's okay. Like, I recognize most of the songs. It's all right. But I did that January of 2023. So it was about 13 months ago, because it's April 12th, and I did it the first week of January. That has been life-changing. That has been like the best thing. The best thing I have done so far therapy-wise. To like move myself forward. I would say after that would be acupuncture, and then EMDR. Acupuncture was amazing. I was kind of surprised at how much the acupuncture worked. Acupuncture worked amazing for me losing weight. I live in a like remote town where there's not an acupuncturist anymore, because she moved, so I have to find a new one. But after the SSP and like that whole bringing my nervous system out of that freeze state, I was actually able to catch up with work and be current for the first time. Let's see, if that was 23, I want to say in about like 6 years, to where I'm current, like I'm in that week. Yeah, I used to be, you know, within 24 hours. Something happened to my uncle who works for me 3 weeks ago. He fell and broke his kneecap in 2 places. We had like this freak snow, and like I'm doing his job and my job. And my paperwork is about, and I'm current within the week, but like I have to work on that. I'm trying to still figure out the schedule. I just found out that he's going to be out for at least 6 weeks. He had surgery, and then like if he's not going to be able to walk on that for that long, and then he's going to be back in the like physical therapy. And so I don't know if he will be able to do his job, because it's physical, you know, it's moving and packing custom orders and that. So I don't know, and I don't want to like train somebody and fill his spot if he's going to be coming back. So I'm just kind of waiting until he goes back for his recheck in a few weeks to see where that goes. But yeah, to be current on my business is one of the things on my list. The other thing is to like be current in the business and then work on the business, growing it, stopping bleeding from random places, which I have a lot right now, which that'll be Sunday's activity. It's Friday. It's April 12th, by the way, 2024. So, what else? Yeah, so I'm trying to work on my business, and I have been trying to move my business for a long time, and it's hard to move a business that's not current. It's hard to move a business that's, you know, when you're not in that headspace. So I was making good progress at working on it every day for a while, and then some shit happened in February with Google and the email. You know, I also have a company that hosts websites, and that whole email security demarc stuff with everybody's website, and then upgrading people that were still on, you know, like the UA analytics to the G4 analytics. You know, it's something I just don't plan for, because you don't know when Google's going to make a change like that. But I think it has just been more eye-opening to me. Like, I need to be ahead Like, I need to be current where I can be current. Like, I need to go as far as I can go. If I can be ahead, I need to be ahead. Because when stuff like that happens, and you don't know when it's going to happen, like, Google changes the rules. You have to change the rules to play. Otherwise, you're not, especially my online stores and blogs. I make all of my money online. Yeah, I currently don't have any real estate stuff going on. I'm not bringing in any rents from anywhere. That may change because my dad and I are thinking about doing like Airbnbs in Florida, but I don't know. Like, I have to be in like a more secure place to do that financially, and I'm not there this year. Like, maybe next year. Like, I would like to have my house paid off before I like go do something like that, and we will be building ourselves. I don't know if I'll be borrowing that money. I don't know if I'll be cash flowing it. I don't know, but that's that. So like, and another thing on my list is to like document the process. Like, get on here and share, I don't know, to no one, everyone, whoever wants to watch it, like what is going on. It makes me a little uncomfortable to do this because I have like body issues and I don't like looking at my double chin on here, and I feel like I should be a lot further along for where I am and that type of thing, and like, it's not my favorite thing to do. And I live in a small town, and my small town people do find it. It's okay. I got nothing to hide. I'm trying to be vulnerable and share my shit so other people can learn from it. So yeah, posting on here regularly. Don't know what that is. I mean, it might be 2 months. I don't know. I have no idea. And then growing out my blogs and my other businesses, which essentially is like working on my business, like the other ones, but I need to really work on the one that makes me all my money and then work on the ones that I'm trying to grow. So that is my list of things I'm doing. So how many things is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things, right? So self-care to move the body. Then I've got my house chores ones: clean something, organize something, throw something away. So that's 5. Then I've got my work stuff. So be current, work on the business, work in a new business, or work on a new business. And it doesn't even have to be long. Like 20 minutes is good. All you have to do is start. If 20 minutes you're done, you can't think of anything, fine. If you go for like an hour and you have that time, fine too. And then to like post on here. And I'm missing something else. Oh, and then to leave, every space I'm in a little bit better than when I entered it. I mean, that's like everything. Like the car, my office. Like, I've already thrown stuff away in here. Like, it's just, things pile up. I don't live alone. My dad and my child are like, you can tell where they've been because they leave a trail, like a trail of paper, food, that's where I'm at. And I must say that eliminating my giant to-do list and like these expectations I had for myself and doing this list of 10 things here where like it doesn't have to be something huge every day has done a lot for me. I'm not disappointed because I didn't get everything on my list done, because 99% of the time I can do everything on this list in a day. And I'm not like disappointed because I didn't do the workout. So like that doesn't hang in my head and I don't think about that. And then I don't worry about, how dirty my house is because I did something to clean it today. And I think having all those large goals and expectations of like, I'll do this whole room, like it's just not realistic. I mean, I work anywhere from 8 to 12 hours a day. I have a child. I have elderly parents. I cook food because we don't eat out for financial reasons as well as health reasons, right? Like I have laundry to do for 5 people. I have a lot of shit to do. And I think that I just needed to be more realistic with myself, but it took somebody like my hypnotherapist being like, dude, just like be nice to yourself. Like, what would you do to someone else who was struggling with you? Like, what would you recommend for them? That's been huge. The other thing, so if you know, for a while, like I was in this very long lawsuit with a lot of family members involved, and it was over business and money, and like the whole like abuse thing, and like I was very verbally and emotionally abused in these relationships with my older relatives, not immediate family. Like I was being controlled and set up for a future I didn't want, and then when I said that I did not want said future, like, and when my future goals did not align with their future goals, like instead of being encouraging, like, oh, go fulfill your dreams, it was like, you can't do that, that'll never happen for you, you should just fucking forget about it. Like, it was really bad. And I had no idea what a narcissist was at that time. But then, you know, through therapy and that, they pretty much categorized this person as a malignant narcissist. Like, he will hurt himself to hurt me type of thing. And, you know, I had to go and learn how to deal with malignant narcissists, and you don't deal with malignant narcissists. That's, you don't. You stop responding, you stop reacting, you just cut them off. And since I have been doing that, life is much better. But I have some other family problems. And it has been brought to my attention recently, last Sunday, that my therapist was like, you know, these couple other people in your life, she goes, I want you to start reacting to them as if they are covert narcissists, because I think this is why this makes no progress and it's so frustrating. And I was just kind of like dumbfounded, because these people are really close to me, and it makes me really sad that this is the case. And I didn't know what a covert narcissist is, because I have only done like with the grandiose type of narcissist, and I feel like everyone in my family is being labeled as a narcissist. One side's the malignant, grandiose kind, and the other side's covert. Manipulative, controlling, it's just, and I'm realizing that my whole life, like really my whole life, I have been manipulated a little bit, like every day in every way, to meet other people's expectations. Speaking of the devil, they called. Anyway, so, yeah. And what's funny is, so even though I have gone along and helped these people through most of my adult life, I would say pretty much through my, probably from like 23 to about age 30. Like, for about like 7 years. Like, then I got to a point where I was like, fuck you, I'm out, right? But when that happened, and so I left the job and the environment with the grandiose narcissist and ended up in the environment of the covert narcissist on accident. And tables got turned because my skills were needed to make whatever was going to happen work. Like, I, you know, took over my parents' mortgage and got them out of debt, and did a lot. And like, instead of being grateful, and I wasn't like asking for them to be grateful, I feel like I was just given like pounds of shit and criticism. I don't know, but no. And my dad's fine. Like, I've been working with my dad side by side for about, I don't know, 25 years. Like, today we got in an argument over a piece of card. Like, we were packing a box. He wanted to use cardboard. I wanted to use bubbles. It is like a scrap bubble thing. Like, I'm not wasting bubbles. When I say bubbles, like, we have a bubble machine that makes bubbles for, like, packing bubbles. The whole thing, like Amazon stuffs in your package. And he wanted to use the cardboard. Like, I don't use cardboard because I don't enjoy using the table saw for the sake of cutting a piece of cardboard when I have a recycled bubble. But, like, the confrontation lasted maybe 30 seconds, and we were over it within, like, 15 minutes, and the day went on. My mother, on the other hand, yeah, and then Easter was a fucking disaster. I tell ya, like, the families, man, the families. Anyway, we'll save that for next time, though. Thank you for, like, checking in. I hope you are well. I hope you are thriving and happy and simplifying your life, because I feel like I've been on a journey to simplify mine for a long time. And I started with, like, physical things like money and health, like my physical health, and, you know, getting out of debt and saving for the future so I don't have all these financial insecurities. And then all of my stuff ended up being kind of like a mental route that I was not aware of. But anyway, you know, we learn, we move on. I'm gonna do different things. I don't know what is next on my list of things to do. So stay tuned, and I'll keep you, you know, updated on my weight and what's going on over here, and the end. All right, it's 7 o'clock. I'm gonna go pick my kid up from practice. We have a cheer tournament tomorrow, so I'll see you there.